This is almost starting to become something like a fireside chat. But I had a fantastic week. Really wonderful. I gotta warn you, there is at least 15 minutes of welding, but the wall with the natural stone tiles, done. The pergolas are up, with help, hard to do that yourself. I've got a railing for the staircase in the courtyard. That one I had it made because I wanted one piece, and it was like 5 meters something. Plus, I wanted it to be attached to the side of the staircase. So I have the steps free to tile in the future, one day. Did some work inside, but most of the time it was all about welding. Now, if you would have told me 2 years ago that I would be welding about 30 meters of railing with all different sizes, heights, etc., I probably would have laughed at you because I never worked with iron before. Of course, last year with some advice and a good teacher I started to build the first pergola, and now I see all kind of new possibilities. But I think that the most important thing is that I'm really proud. But you know what? It looks great. That's what I think, at least. Okay, there is a lot of welding, yeah, but I try to keep it short too, and probably that's one of the good things about editing a video, because you don't have to show the lengthy process. Sometimes, one of those bars, you have to go back and forth like 4 or 5 times to make it fit. So, I hope you're gonna like it. Hope to see you back next week, and have fun. So today was a big delivery day. I only work with local craftsmen and local suppliers, because in the end you can get everything you need within a 15-kilometer radius. So the chestnut logs that I used in the garden, they were cut this year on the hill right there. The chestnut that I'm varnishing for my pergolas, that's a small sawmill on the other side of this hill. Stonemasons, there are 4 companies. I work with the smallest one because the service is great. They really know the product. They talk about it with a lot of passion, and I get to learn a lot. So from just talking about it, about possible applications, what you can do with it, etc. So today I got my stone tiles. They're cut. I asked for a little bit bigger size to do the walls. So I'm stocked up for the next 2-3 weeks. The only one that is not small is my paint supplier. He's a very big distributor, but he happens to live in the next village. So whenever I need an advice about paint, varnish, whatever, I call him, and then he stops by on the way back from work and he delivers the things I need. So I'm quite lucky, I guess. It's too low, so I'm going to stay like 3 centimeters, Now I had these all cut at the same length, but the terrace is bending a little bit. We have a slope, so I have to probably some 20 of these. I have to cut them custom to fit, because if I leave like 3-4 centimeters, I can still paint, and I think it looks better, even though there will be like a little slope and it's higher there and lower there. I have to admit, it's getting too dark with the light, it doesn't work. I wanted to try to finish this part, but I have to cut every bar custom. That means that I have to admit that I have to call it a day. I was just like getting used to it. Yeah, this morning some help to set up the poles for the pergolas. Nice. Right, have lunch, pour some cement, and then we can leave it to dry. Probably tomorrow it's gonna rain again, but 2 days of rain, so everything can dry, and then we can cut the top, take the right dimensions, level, and go inside. So at least the poles are set. I was actually thinking, now that I see them, you can have a table with chairs, but you can also have something, maybe an old chestnut board, like a small bar. Not a bad idea either, you know. And then of course some plants, etc. Good day to finish the job. Let's see, what music shall we listen to? Maybe something a little bit upbeat. I think it looks pretty amazing. I actually start to like it. Welding. It's nice. The most annoying thing of this job is really that I think in the end I end up having to cut 80% of those 1 meter bars because very few fit. Yeah, we have the slope of the terrace, so the sizes are all different. I think it would have been impossible to do this like off-site. But I was also just thinking there is another way of welding. It's flux core. I think it's more beautiful. The finished finishing touch is more beautiful. So I might teach myself how to do that. That machine actually has the option. Well, it's raining again or it's raining still. So, guess we're going to be doing something inside. So today I'm getting my railing delivered for the staircase and also some paint. I also ordered a little bit more of those bars, like 66, because I have to make one railing there and there's another one with a staircase going down. This morning it's really cold, the sun is out, but the temperatures are dropping below zero and we're gonna get some snow even. Ehi, ecco così.
Mi piace di più. Questo andiamo bene, quello andiamo bene. Sì.
guess my welding day came to an end. Yeah, I have to go and ask someone can fix it, or maybe buy a new cable. I don't know. I was actually almost done. 2 more and 8 down there. Everybody asks me, what kind of color are you going to do it? Because here it's either gray, light gray, dark gray, or black. And I'm like, dark blue, gray blue, which is a bit of a dark blue. No, yes, color of the sea, color of the sky. It makes everything a little bit more friendly. It's good with the stone wall, and I can imagine one day having shutters also in blue. Why not? And the thing about color is, if you don't like it, you choose another color. Of course, it's a bit of a job, but this needs to be maintained in the future. I don't know, every so many years you have to repaint. Yeah, you can put another color. It's really strong and sturdy. That's why I welded that piece, because someone explained to me that the stone, the cement was getting loose because of the forces of this railing. I think I'm gonna have a glass of wine. I guess there's always something that you can do, like a big cleanup. So the next time it rains, everything will be really clean. Alright, now I can walk around, and if the weather holds, maybe in a few days after the rain, we can start to paint all that iron.